mujidie wo say yehu ne ebinom ba ya omubaba ye ni titiri yanka nkwa akire 2024 abatwa ye 2 yeyi yehu opani o 2 franka e de ma party no enti ohun say wonu ni brason say Ghana fo anase MPP fo timi gini tum na omo de franka tu bread di bre no e de mana wonu no betimi de nsatraye e de aba amanyoko ne sanse ene ye hwa amanyoko na emu empepemu eni emu asetena se ne sifatie no ama Ghana fo bebre na no kwasem ni omo dwalai enti no se omo timi asesem na omo de ba ne so na omo de dibrem e de mana ofia sentimentem ne suma wosun wansum ama sentimentem ko a wosum omo emu ni nyina ma Ghana fo hu ni dibre a ono so obetinyaaye enu nti ono so nsem kakra wode ba betu dwa no e na mabo ne tofa e de ache yetifo no bema
yo we de obonchecheku ye beda wase pass oni yengedi nkomo na ye bisa se so ne woni a ebe fali womo nominations no ye bisa se uhwe echitafo na one candidate ben pa na na echitafo no edoso ye pa
His Excellency Ghana man Apam Dadaa ono kresan su 2 franka edema eye osono amanyuko ni mfimpimienu ene eye edonu 9 abatu no no His Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia wono ena nechitifo edoso ye
na udi waso tutu forma enkomo bempa na eye party mano edi ewo se adwumadi ase a ekoso wo MPP headquarters enewie
me da say adia ba ko a mehwehwe mu so mpaka se anase ye hwehwe mu ye de ba betu dwane trese ekitafo ni de bi kura ba ha be na me nsanie omu nkofie ebinom ne tete enu ntini se omu to se Dr. Ben Champo na eba na omakoje ne nkade na omahye omu to se eye yeru akwabran je Japan na eba na omu so wawro ne yehye no no akoje ono nso atade na wahye ebiemu etimi hu se okwabrani wo hye Ghana mampani abedechire Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia Dadaa o hye ne na tade enso no gina Kennedy akompra kumu ye campaign e de ma Kennedy enti no ahaze ni de comment ze obia obabi obia wo ba de a efe ni se wo mu nyina jom ho atum se ye party ba kumu emma na omu nyina no ehye emma eye omu dwumadie ni omu bibia koso wano ade ba ku so a metimi so aka e dia fa unsem bisa ubisa me no ho ni se etidafo eni eye womu a omu ba ye e de omu enu onyamba beta dwumadie ni nyina achi no kwasem ni omu kan se Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ye ma na kwanya biemu a e beboa party no e bi nso kire se wono kwan no die party na nimo kan won fimpini no ni ye du no 9 omu hu faso ene omu resource a omu nyaye e wa abatu ni mu enu nti ye sesemu a e yade a e beboa e bi nso kire se ye besesem ama nipa foforo abade a eni anka ye nhwe obi nso no nso no wakwada no party ni mu a ye nim nipa yie wono ne hwan eye yewura Kennedy akompre kwa Japan e bi nso kire se ye de dibrei e de mana ade e betima mana ye hu pa ne se opani se obeji etumu pa se yewura akompre kwa Japan o medi party nanim de e be no nso ama eye NDC amanyokuo no omahu intokro bebre a ombetinya fiti e de free eye opani mu ama eno nso abeye bibie wo ho ebi nso se yewura Brian Champon esan se ye hwe na nsentem nie party no du bre bia no mu behia sika opani no de ne sika eba beboa ye omo nso se yetimi sisem ne ye de ma Brian Champon a yade e beboa e ho kro no omo kire se Brian Champon fie puemantem na Ghana mampani Dada na nadu danko kukwado isu fie puemantem omo ntimi ma party no franka tudi enko eye puemantem yenu empe so so yenu sa eno so ni omo kan no ebi nso kire timi kwa sentimentem yade e beboa na kire sentimentem na ebekode a ene na ye hwan ye yewura Dr. Educhum ono ena kire omo enim kwan se ebetinya akode ama no nanso nie ade ne nyina kwa kusi ene se Omubenya eye kandinia ono no obetumi ahye aboa amadwumadie no bibia etimi akọ nanimu opani ba ko wo mencha wan hu se be ma ye ne ni nkomo tiawa
one ne ni nkomo
yenhye no so beka ono no de woye womu a omoka eye doctor edu ose edutwum ho opani am akọ ba sompa meji so ebru mo opani ena otwato ode the forms no e de aba ne nsem ni do de bebre na ne de to de de ama tie for no so ate e de na obeka
the American party nation no significant and pepe no any aba be party na se de ama obeka ya doctor Emra nyame ne da SS so de ne ho ebo afọ de ama party no o magana ko nyina ati ofa form ni so magana ko nyina ati Emra do say so best the forms ni sa ebe to be e dance so magana ko nyina ati eno oba be ye ne eno da na bi so sa akira amansa nyina ati forms no be fair ampa odi aba akadie bi eka ho bia wo se candidate bia de bia no so odi aba e di abre party no it di ehwe ni mu ni se ye campaign no e na asha ke prekope no e di free hanu ma ye court delegate so e wo form omo fiefie mu ne no omo di nkomo na ne pa doctor e de bre party ni oman no omo timi atiasia so na ye nyina ya ye baako na ya to aba man on January 31st I am crowning as the flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party, and I'm so at the Ajitumi at the Ama Party in 2028.
Ye too for efa a year or Mocampon, be or Mocasa or Mobecasa at the Apahu, no Sidian or Becasa or Becafan.
That's a doctor, I say a duty there, and somebody check will to be on a share. Minjini sir, Obi teenage na baby boniti, aka be for Doctor Yosebi was a sebi na chita kubi, and I said a cheat tiny be. Akwa assembly e de gu bi hu fia na se gu party no hu bi ye nim ne se the party no hu be ye hwama na ye ne ye ene ye nsem e ka no wa bonten doctor o kan ya wa ye o kan ya obetimi aye o kan ya e da ye nim a ye betimi edi so de emu ne asem aye de mo dani de nyina no party no ho e be ya kono ma Ghana fo e na ye de ye dwene ho enti ye dwuma bi aye bi bia no ye make sure se e da mu totin ye mpanki kan we bia e wo ho enti na bigina so me catch Ghana fo nyina the party for say ye nhwe doctor yo se edu twuma na ye nhia no se ye nyina ye nhia na kadedi any party ye that say ye ra opoku me omo na oye post person edema eye ye ra doctor o say edu twum ena ye ne no edi nkomo no.
All right. Abong we dey besrew say ye dey besi ha na yesu edi nkomo bi e wo studio ha but bomodin na safa weni kan mu nanya Kennedy echitani bi nanya eye Dr. Mahmoud Baumie echitani bi no mu nyina asoso ye ne oni di nkomo why
medase
yesu ye dase pa say one yeng edi nkomo na wie live here e wo Sompa 106.5 FM but yenko tie Dr. Mahmoud Baumie wabra na wo submit any forms no.
There is no village or hamlet or city or town where Mahamudu Baumie's face and name are not known. I owe this party a duty that if we are to win 2028, we ought not to start afresh from zero. Instead, we ought to build on the nearly 42% of valid votes and work across and work to cross the 50% mark in the next election. There is no village or hamlet or city or town where Mahamudu Baumie's face and name are not known. I owe this party a duty that if we are to win 2028, we ought not to start afresh from zero. Instead, we ought to build on the nearly 42% of valid votes and work across and work to cross the 50% mark in the next election.
Yo, Ebushafo, when someone be na Dr. Mahmoud Baumie edu tujwa wabra na okofile the nominations. Yankore kotie enra Honorable Kennedy Akomprako Japan. No, your friend is the street president. the street president. A man for Perasampa, but young one, you go to on us way.
Chance, second chance, and put to me, Mrewa, and then our pana, and then our pana. It's mess. So I said, yeah, I'm bringing you the time, listen, I said, you'll be I will know Akosua 2023. And now, Omo and Omo Fisa, Omo to me or party, no mono, Omo protected, Omo positions in tea. Chinchina, young Kotuma, Obia, on to me winning man. And the more we are Rihanna, and the more we are Rihanna, and the Miss Slamo, we got to go from. But in a good part of Pamuchau, some of the entire from the Ghana for camp. We are touching the Japan man. Let's hear the Canadian Japan bar. The year 2028, Vicky will be MPP hours. Trouble. All I'm saying is, I am pleading with you to vote for Canadian Japan because in the bus, chop bus, tractor, wherever you go, market, Ghanaians are crying for Canadian Japan to leave this country. So don't listen to anybody who will come and intimidate you because of his own selfishness. The party victory is paramount. And therefore we need to come together without intimidation and make sure we select a winnable candidate that can win 2028 election for the party. So please, no intimidation whatsoever. No more fears. Obia. We are going to vote with our conscience. We are going to listen to what Ghanaians are saying and cast our votes. Again, Ghanaians are looking for a businessman to create jobs for the youth of this country.
All right, so for now in this country, Sompa from these are the two leading contenders for the race. I'm saying from the research that I have done. Okay, if you are talking about three, I'm going to add Dr. Brian Champon. I'm adding Honorable Kennedy Akumprakwe Japan. And again, we are looking at Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Dr. Edichum is also on the sideline. Kwabena Japan also be feeling the brutal. What does he's also on the sideline?
Yeah, I mean, you know what to say.
Now, what to say?
I know me
Teba West constituency. Now, bright Bayana.
Ghana, if I would be in a start here, I'm going to the beginning of the process now, the beginning of creating jobs for the people of Ghana.
And now the beginning of creating jobs
for the people of Ghana.
Are you sure?
What are you saying? You cannot be a president without becoming a flag bearer.
But before that, Teba West constituency.
From West constituency.
Chairman Bobia Boko there.
You are fine.
But I like you for one thing. Usumnyami.
What did you say? Unyanti
radini emponie bra kwesipoku unyanti radini. Are you sure? But we are still waiting to hear. Okay, so back to the subject matter. And Rana Mukoye Muko filing the nomination. Yeah.
And you mean Papa no to kind of buy or no so the phone echo. So we are trying to do Thursday.
All right, Honorable Educhum ending como one of the presidential aspirants for the New Patriotic Party for the 2028 elections. Honorable Educhum, with your Sompa 106.5 FM for God and Country, Yamawa kwa baba ejumedieso.
Yeah, me just
Now, Pacho Apam to say.
Oh, yeah,
great to have you on the show. And Wakwako file your nomination. How did it go?
It went very well. It was smooth, nothing, no glitches, everything was great. We are done.
And you know, message when on the two a party a cheetah for any.
Oh, now I'm cancel some strong January 31st. Omontuaba and Ubia. I'm come Ghana for beginner to prepare normal to Abamano. Sompa yeah, delegates, no, the Equino, no, Yina Magana for. And the Omontre, and so the tradition there, Magana for Ghana for Virginia to prepare. And the other threat, and then they are up to delegates, and now and the Panswa or Meniso, the Empress, a ball may see much. Be from Dr. Nkomaso, Princess and Mahama, Penia beginning now, my name at a ball mino. Then so a conditional a city him, and a quite fast running in Singapore. And it says every bombarding, let's add your share, there be a fire, your torture, near Dick Niasano, Yenson. Na Uncle Basso Maya, my old catcher home, and may your call. Any Aquella and Suna, Singapore, Kopizika Ghana, Singapore for Ghana 1963. We can you be who Ghana, and who dream. No country and the Ghana for a year day. And in fear, you see a cheap. Ye call me a throw on my BB. BB Atochia. The BB Atochia and Dr. Dickinson said, Fapping the Ayan to India. Kolaku senior high school fee, 1957 year old. Or we middle school as well as senior school won't could be. Be a school as well could be. And here for one could be no one can the ball crow. It's your no memory. It's yai. The time of my penny common commences started to see factories I can see. And then get this 10 education by and continues I can see on the running factories, you know, every year more on the factory's name. You're fucking no and queen. Yang boom compound coherent me whom baby I said Smith near my. This medication then and your school no more Shannon Quanson and I'm the name do, the name say. South fucking no and I am 20, am I a minor and punt you uncle talking said the Singapore, South Korea. And an army in China for any moon be here. If you have a good more could do. A crown of fast war, but you has a formula do the South formula no and other prediction at Bidaba from 2029. Now, Ghana, that's where you say. What they do every amount for Castle? It's a Ghana, they upper middle income. The day, yeah, I bet it me a year near my year researching. My dear Busan, who say, okay, researching. Okay, so transfer of Ghana. Now, so economic growth rate, I already share budget in 4.4%.
Yeah.
Or man, you know, on the 4.4% at transfer more. It's also not less than 10% consistently over 20 years. Then you become a family income. It's no rocket science. It's a formula.
Please, can I barge in? Ukase, rocket science. It's a formula. Listening to the finance minister, Abrana, or setting a growth target. Ubu Dinsi Siano. He made mention of the fact, I was almost setting a realistic target, and Puno say almost setting that target. No mu go over that target, that it means that they are working towards achieving.
And a critique of this finance minister.
Okay, that's fine.
About from independence to this day, why did we not become a transformed nation? Finance minister,
yeah.
Where do you get the idea? But the main kind of say, so Rwanda. All the time, you are not about 9.9 economic growth rate. Meaning, as some kind of time, oh, here and yet, do. Because I mean, the beginning to be paying. Spending a young woman on the people we are making. Family can make more to schools. I hear you make a check a say or answer me bagana. You said you would sit and you said she can sit here. Now, in this way, who know, and they say, the bang machine. Near Ghana, you can't spare medication, you can't spare medication. Say the Obama, you get it to the same about.
That one, that one I can attest to, because I was the regional PRO for Bono East Region Ghana Education Service, and the changes you brought to the education sector, very, very laudable, and we applaud you for that. But do you think, sir, the delegates within your party would embrace this kind of knowledge and ideas, sir? Would it no matter Obama one?
Oh, you say, yeah, say, and I can't say, we are delegates. Maybe our young Kubusa or Sofu, Sahana Mentumano, Kubusa or Imam, Sahana Mentumano, Nebusa Ghana for. About 2028 December 7th, say, Motion pay a party or my bay, a fine amount to mano, near the net Bremois, Mubegina Tumu. Nothing
because I was
reading delegator, next right there and our poem.
Yeah,
president 2029. Into the air can say. So what they are on Tantan whom they be within who's a Ghana for? So presidential candidate win there, who's a Ghana for? Fabber, I didn't find a cover video. Near the cover again, Fabber or Ben winning again, Fabber, a bang, near the Trojan muscle. It didn't be a massive teacher. Musagana for the Nippon Nunano, Quine, any admit Bremois, Mubegina Tum. It's one and said, party being where Organa ha or Munko for waiting the Marco president.
Sure.
Oh, here independent voters, no? Oma create mini toss one in Timonia Bay 41 years, I don't know. It will don't think so much. Now, Oma, the almost say, the Emfa party, yeah, the Penono. Now, when you should have a better amount. Oma 7 year can. Into minimum unknown delegates, cancer the television and you should have given mood. Yam year, we mentioned the back of my mooning and punch you more. The best is Sagana. Namadaruma, Montomame. Now, if you are day on Tantanta, Musa say. About me could tree. Mimi and me tissue. Why no officer in the bar who bring up a panel trauma? And if I don't know the country as a television brand, never trauma.
I was going through the. Just a last question. Just a last question. I was reading through the African Watch magazine, which are now OKBB say party no idea muhia and kabum. How do you, aspire to address that kind of unity within the party?
As a flag-bearer candidate, my pledge is very simple. I will not say anything negative about other aspirants. It is a Dr. Duchin delegates to Manua. Obia in Cafe, now or a candidate, Assam, 18 years, I didn't to Mano. So, in Tim Fitiasiano, especially a campaign, Papa. Near campaign, Papa, and I say, and Crofa, or Montawe Chikrano. It is near Casse. A woman say, Quabisono, near young Crawford, dear, or Yemini Padia, Nance, when you did the mechanic in Atom, and decide the Amensono, made the Maba, at the man mechanic near Baku. Tinkabo Monadia, quite the first of their campaign, and here Papa, would it be at me and all kinds of them come home? At in dinner, Hannah, Simon Fancho. So, and to me, won't be the minister. Jane, as you have to train in your campaign, Medasi.
Yes, we are say. Yes, we are say. We would have loved to have this. You here with you, so that we have your
wedding campaign after I filed the nomination to history.
History. We are the first to have an interview with you. Yeah, that's it. God bless you, and we wish you well in your future endeavor. Abusha for Honorable Edichum, former education minister, and I'll tell you no Edin Komo. Anyway, live here on Sompa 106.5. I would have loved to have lots of conversations with him, There were so many issues he raised, because I just had a copy of the Africa Watch magazine this afternoon, and I was reading through and perusing it, and they had projected him. There were lots of questions out of there to which I would have loved to encounter him, but as he's rightly said, he's moving to another station. And of course, yes, we are the first. Sompa for God and country. Oko filing a nomination we are on a Edinkomo. We are very grateful to him. Honorable Kwesiwogu, I was so kakra.
Nema e baba edujumuke. Say na no abani mbini ko we ana.
Osere.
Na no so no education minister.
Yes.
Nema pa education ya no ka ho ana.
Ken was also a member of parliament then, and
please. Member of parliament is not member of government, please.
I know, but he was a member of the parliament.
Ken never sat in cabinet. Final decisions are taken in cabinet. He was not a member of cabinet.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What were some of those things?
We start in this party, and party people collected money from senior party people, collected money from party for giving them jobs. What are you talking? Kennedy condemned this, spoke against it. Meanwhile, we also mean because we ban police in this car. We are coordinator in the best cancer. Placement system. I'm not here to condemn Educhum. Greater Accra. We sent placement of schools to him. I was here delayed by 30 minutes. 1 year. Where he was sitting was a political position and not an administrative position. And this is why you honor as your education minister.
No.
That's for your job. You want some Musau. What the Ghana Watch? I said on here trying and never come about.
But have you read the Ghana Watch magazine?
Yes, and I'm saying that.
Have you read it?
Yes.
What kind?
Yes, it's not about Ghana Web. They sit in Europe and write what they
not
want.
Ghana Watch magazine.
Let Ghana Watch stay in America or London and write what they want to write. Yanti Groma no make just IMF growth in Ghana 30% increment still not coming to no Groma and you. So what are they talking? Yanti Afro barometer see Ghana growth is 60% and one and then I'm sorry they go IMF and you. So what are you talking? Reality on the ground. Bread and butter.
But he has made mention of the fact, sir. And then MPP addition for Kwane Bitimiama a year party, Edin Kuni. And you are here postulating, sir. Party ma ekwakope eye edwuma ye jomo bibi kakra ansana ye. So we are talking about the generality of Ghanaians.
Okay, if Ghanaians want him, ono aja to say MPP and say Ghana ya 40%, NDC 40%. He can bring the 20. 40 guys say who anymore over any 20 na also. 40 20 then also. Tell me. 40 20. You need that 40 solid before you can add up. Ana 40 is we anymore. Where there's also.
Now, one I catch yourself 40 no money.
Maybe a party in America just anymore. Okay. Maybe a party. I'm speaking for myself. Everything I say is not allegation. I can prove it.
You are an individual.
Oh, yeah. What the consequence? Yeah.
Yes.
Minimum, there are certain things we need to understand.
Like
national service, simple thing postings, party for the politics. So let me see. But intelligence, national service posting, NDC for the young come from the office. On this okay. The office and national service secretariat. Because party for postings, so we now you see online says it creates problem. In the although it is done in the secretariat, there are protocols. In his time, those protocols, he said, Anko through Greater Accra 2 continuous.
That's it. Anko through. Then it means that he's been nationalistic enough, thinking about everybody in this country.
Wonderful. So in this country, Mungo to be man nominal candidate. Mungo to it. And then or nationalistic. No be to me. Mungo I'm going to be money. To be money. You see him as a nationalist. No problem.
Is that not such a person we need as a president?
I go to. I say asuna for the idea. Obusuan asuna say enimu. Osimi asuna ni ona bi ko.
And the MPP addition enim Dr. Educhum, is that what you're saying?
You know what?
Tell me.
MPP surest bet Canada Japan simple.
Surest bet.
Surest bet. The easiest thing.
But then
Ghana
for Kasa, Dr. Educhum also says so. But Ghana for Kasa say Monfa Canada Japan amrano. Are the delegates comfortable and well situated, Sir Ometu Abamak, Honorable Kennedy to lead the new patriotic party?
Let me tell you something.
Tell me.
The only way MPP enter opposition more than 12 years is to bring Kennedy Japan. Yeah. Ghana for your problem is here. Ghana's biggest problem now is unemployment. Abi? Anna, Ghana, the biggest problem now is unemployment. Is it not correct? Unemployment, Nechino. Ghana for Nyam and for Nibium, on visa politicians, you need to crack. That is the perception out there. In this game, perception plays a role. Obviously, this time you need to crack. Canada, Japan, 1 out of 1 million politicians. I can't say no. Or to say Motia, we are Majibi. I want for Jatum. So Motia. I can't say Ghana for Sonia Motia with fear. On Jatum. I can't say no. Or having visa. I'm on for Jatum. What I said. Now, Ghanaians don't want me back. May say you. Hey, dear my idea. 2 million watch this year. Me back may we account. And I'm gonna go pay. John Mama has been in government before. MPP has been in government before. We are telling our grassroots that they buy. May you say. Baby. No, you 2 million. We are media. Nama Ginaso. Mama OPB. So me I'm telling the delegates, minister be MPB, former minister, but you know anymore. Now say who MP, not a cabinet minister. Huh? Who MP a former one minister. Simple placement to Basco and Twanyama. And what be you to go to Abani? Ha! Abani a cotton me did a mini a comedy about your cotton. Yeah, you need to know me did about your cotton.
Every more did yabbing.
Every did me, Nanga.
I want to know what did yabbing.
I go to better radio and say, you want chairman party for the then. Tama, you lose power on others. That means that's the party that took him there, so you need to protect the party. That is a fact. I'm not saying that Ghanaians must not benefit, but you need to protect party people. Kennedy has been the voice of the voiceless. Kennedy has been the man, our co-party for Ntokwa. You go able kuma wan ya, go buru yen. Kennedy started cast say, "Kwa mudi invisible phone na dey nam so munya careful. Munya some of the consequences yen crop for na abandon na some bu yen."
Okay, so Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in his speech, I don't know, I want you to take a listen to the speech again and then comment on what he said. So let's take a listen to the speech again.
There is no village or hamlet or city or town where Mahamudu Bawumia's face and name are not known. I owe this party a duty that if we are to win 2028, we ought not to start afresh from zero. Instead, we ought to build on the nearly 42% of valid votes and work to cross the 50% mark in the next election.
All right, so how do you respond to this?
Harawu.
Then Harawu.
Say to about 38%. I go start about problem on 38. And then I go to second round. Can't reform me. I go to second round. Yes, I'm okay. Say I go to Aba. You go to Ababa. President Gufodi we call him. President Gufodi do my mukoen. Gufodi third. Then the Sabi the second. Now I guess automatically Sabi was going to tell the president. You call BM Sabi the sixth. Gufodi first. I'm ready. I know here. I see. I didn't ask Sabi. This 8 months. I didn't ask sir. Or give this a kind of 40 people make 41. I didn't ask sir. Mama $100 for me. Say artificial. Say you. Mama the dollar could do 10.1. Or they are called.
Say it's past 11.
11.
Yeah.
You want 12.
Yeah.
About you 13. You are 17. Then okay. Then okay. Huh? You have to grow more. You will lectures in idea course. You could not be teacher from teacher from classroom. Not politicians in your politics. Why?
Teacher from got in a classroom.
Massa.
Not politicians in your politics.
About church, I also want to cheer.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Oh yes.
Or a good lecturer.
Lectures me brave about my age. Say the first comparison Ghana. Now you first dollar to 2 cities. Need to say compare this time. You can dollar to 2. 8 years on come dear. I will share my party for Nya. I be namso chinchim konfonsa. I'm on no be reanimator. People were against it. Abi. But they can say they are constant.
But also chinchim konfonsa. You are not being fair to him.
I'm saying
you don't have any evidence to that effect. So chinchim man fonsa.
No, the man agreed that he didn't have a party. He was not a party person.
Yes.
Amendments were made because of him. People spoke against it. Corporate Japan. Other people spoke seriously against it. What was the justification? The justification for some of us supporting that he should be brought was that he was economic measure. Yeah, economy Messiah economy yeah, economy here Ghana for the 2 better from me. Economic measure for Exano money. Exano Juma I go report to say.
But the party delegate seems to like him.
Seems to like who?
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Now, why does he about your country like me as 7 years? Butter and bread matter. Power 7 years can you?
And he also says, "Baby, I will Ghana ha yeni ono ni yeni."
I know how we no be any. There that's it. Now no we no be any. Because that now yanko baby be mu. Now no dey na ko we dey ko aba na hu adasi dey no di 41. Anyasa. Na 41 go see sen. 41 go see sen. Catch me. Go the second ana. About the second. I don't get it. Sure. Indi no ko bi my own.
Yeah, rank here so the second.
Now we are second vice president. You call about the second vice president ana. And people are memona. I want to know. Political parties are formed to win political power. Kennedy, you may hate him or you like him. There's something wonderful about the gentleman. Look, the man has created jobs more than any politician in this country. We're going to run a certain documentary very soon. You will run a documentary, no? You will run a documentary and say, evidence-based, factories are on why establish it. Now, who would look on a steel factory? You catch us a steel, no? If it produces 50 tons an hour, a farm machine will heat say, temperature will say, electricity must be at this level. What can you know? So now the now the bunch factory, what you start here. Buy product or bunch the ebenya, it be a support, it be a way, it be a drone, what chillum, could you not change? The rubber factory, what how the recycling plant, the way you have a man to rubber, be moo. Would you could fish pond or their corn? Wait. Would you feed the same woman 13 at a day and say, what, chill up? When my summer walk out here, and I say, I said, when yes, and will be a Juma. What here, Juma, I say, among for coast stores, a good crow, but his coast store is one of the best in the whole of Africa. Among for rubber factories, a good rubber for only complaining, but Africa don't invest in the plastic company.
So you see, my problem now is that Honorable Kennedy has all this mentality. Why is it that a war MPP Amanyo your friend is saying period of governance, you know? Sa mentality we nyina one from one aban. Because that the mindset of creating businesses, creating employment. Why didn't he, as a party member, as a former member of parliament belonging to the New Patriotic Party, I don't know how doing when you know one from one party.
Yet to come and be economic management team chairman. I see levy a money. On the glass, money. On the glass, money. On no economic management team. Economy in Yadana. So was he levy? No, Peneso, one no Peneso on ground went man kebi. Was he at the Yami ever called you 2 petrol? Your money. Ah, one adjustment, fuel adjustment price. I'm not the buy. Your money. Look, when you are the president of the country, to me, aware, only pay over than your Babema. The kind of executive presidency now you're running. And yet, the president will do a pay and offer. And
Kennedy too full.
I'm saying that
maybe so Kennedy
was just a party president. He was even not a minister of state. That is how come or no it may put about 50 factories together at one person.
And he never advised his government.
I want to say advise his government. Vice President President na parliamentary meeting. Vice President because no can entieno. You think global vice president too full entie. Osi betting tax o kan ye. Go crazy kan haircut o kan ye. Wanga. Na vice president kan entie MP no go be. The vice president said, Obo Abesme Boa. A vice president Yentiano, vice president MP. Oh, please. We are going to do the Bame Simba may say, Injectie, Ghana for Yatie, my way, may we come, and come and see this is here.
But now the larger conversation out there, and I say, Brackosibo. Sir, Oba from one, Ghana for the drone, a pepper say. NDC addition, MPP addition. Say, Honorable Kennedy, but now the problem is with the delegates. How sure are you, sir? Mu delegates na more MPP muno. Wamba tuaba ama Honorable Kennedy Japan. Ama na be leading the New Patriotic Party.
Delegates, omu Ghana for, omu Vivi, omu Ghana for.
Omu Ghana for.
You can be a
but do not go to Dr. Mahmoud Bamiachi.
Why could you win? 100 Ghana.
Ah.
Now go by day.
But 100 Ghana.
Yes, because let me see. I can show you a text. On the platforms, so coordinators and coordinators, we have a full 100 Ghana.
Oh, sir.
Yes, same me I say.
Dr. Mahmoud Bamiachi.
100 Ghana.
100 Ghana.
100.
I don't know nipa ko di o mo chi sa.
Ababa no opani bi baby me nyin 2 seconds obi oba obi ara na Kennedy nipa. Sa obi hu ni da so we hwe ni bi. Wo ja se. E dey na na esie. E ga ye bo ne ma mo ye o na si days sisi wan e di police station for come the party for yi. Ne ma mo ye o na eyi de konkwa me ha me ne be to.
And you are like say they were giving 100
They were giving, yes, same I say.
How much did you also give?
Me? Did we give?
Your party?
You see, when Kennedy was going, we said that, look, let's test his popularity. We fed the people when that was a fact. After, yes, my refreshment, yeah, there's a fed the people there.
But maybe almost one more and that they felt that 100 Ghana cedis.
Now, I won't go. You started the call of and Sana, no, we are no pay. And then just for 1 hour. And then I asked him, was it worth it? Our police station, you be 500 cotton cut here, Unyebi. The obvious go see ko boss in PM we 2 no to say or 41 for 2 make count. Politics. The 2 ben run on 44. I know go 44 down fee. We go na so. Then why will MPP have to campaign? It's not just that going to work in the country and get a nice ad. Say come we doing. Say kasa we kasa we. Say somebody got 49 one. Na ya be contesting the Nyebi. Ya ni bi to no the 41 that even 9 so. And I can't go to when we say
why?
So can I be sure now, sir?
Why? 41 bay.
So 41 I can't have.
Now, what on some interview?
Now you say who are 49 pesos?
Oh no, not some what can and maybe what's your reaction to it? But okay, tell me some baby ha. Now some no can maybe vomiting go. Now me say then you are insinuating that
no.
I support what he's saying. And come on, you can't say that. No, you can't say that.
Because we mean
that's what he says.
And this is for classic Kennedy yo. Yeah, me see. Maza, I want for him there yeah, we crow him. I'm on for
and this is for class.
I'm sick Kennedy yeah. I'm say papa we dey with Bible too. Me so buy a palm no be gina. Here na ntia go see now the tea that form for car. Everywhere I go, we didn't come my. Yeah, nanti form. A form in your man sign. Me see you say na go nyamo kola ni ayese ni ato atum. Kennedy go anu we him say dey mam kasa mo dey ba. MPP for unya sound. Na mo fa nimra. Na mo fa nimra ko ti agro no so ati. O ti party for kasa. Intellectual speeches no. Yesterday when he went there, he spoke what the people wanted to hear. The people there were not looking at calculations and 1 and 9%. Dabio. I said, "Come on, the million way." Now, no one has the one that came in my mom. So what? Invisible for we condemn. We want the big job work out. So what? Who just say? Yeah, change my online. I need smartphone. One that just munya online. No munya yo. I'm say what?
Me fa so man go tie die Enra Kennedy sakai.
Chance. Second chance. Put to me mrewa. Eno na opa na. It's mess. Say dia. Obangi bi na kai. Wasem. Osi obi ya no bia. Neti. Sa ewurohuna no a. Akosua 2023. And omo anu free say. Omo to me one party ni mo no. Omo protect omo positions in the. Chinchina young got to my obia on to me winning man. And the more we are na. And the more we are na. And the Meslamo, we got to get from. But in your good part, Pamuchau. Some tier from the Ghana for camp. We are touching the Japan man. Let's get it to the Japan bar. The year 2028, VQ will be MPP hours. Trouble. All I'm saying is, I am pleading with you to vote for Kennedy Japan. Because in the bus, chop bus, tractor, wherever you go, market, Ghanaians are crying for Kennedy Japan to leave this country. So don't listen to anybody who will come and intimidate you because of his own selfishness. The party victory is paramount. And therefore, we need to come together without intimidation and make sure we select a winnable candidate that can win 2028 election for the party. So please, no intimidation whatsoever. No more fears. We are going to vote with our conscience. We are going to listen to what Ghanaians are saying and cast our votes. Again, Ghanaians are looking for a businessman to create jobs for the youth of this country.
Abuja for Sompa 106.5 FM for God and Country. And of course, Tema West constituency, chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Urakwesi Pokwedi Nkomono. Ochese, party ma womedi, Dr. Mahmoud Baumiechi no. They were given 100 Ghana cedis each. And now we have the youth organizer for Okaikwe West and a key member of the Baumia team. Ura Isaac Obeng. Isaac Obeng, na pom to say. God is good. It's well with us. Now, menim say sabre die. Mudi akwa kogu. How did it go? Eko saying.
Mamenda wase na menchia yitifo ni ahwefo a ene ne omaji bea omo ehwe no mutie. Na menka se ene eya dia amaye hu udwie se odo a Ghana for party for a woman Dr. Laji Mahmoud Baumia, a doa, a organic. A doa, Bibiara, in the wing, a doa, a broken in Tiaso. In fact, noticed by I think 2-3 days ago, say Papa Dr. Laji Mahmoud Baumia, a local filing nomination. I'm going to so at the Sre Ghana for me Ashafua, Umbenyahu, say. The Kwan of Hundia, Obiawa, Intimimba number support. The Kwan New Sodia, Mamusu, the Papa Dr. Laji Mahmoud Baumia, polling station places, electoral area, and a constituency, any more of the Dinkomo. Now, and 8 o'clock, now Udu MPP head officer, now Aquaco Nipeni, Adintia, Impaya or Mobo, say Papa Dr. Laji Mahmoud Baumia, another parliament form, no, Ampayam Abin. Inti, young youth organizers are now make campaign for no one a form a man 490 youth organizers a form at the my Papa Dr. Laji Mahmoud Baumia. Wawa name you say Papa CIO and then while other filing nomination. Okay. Campaign for about honor from police station executive to electoral area coordinator to former MP, former NMDC, current MP. Party rank and file be nanko for idea ni asoyi pa ni for figi so na men do masse say obi biara famre na obaye obe show love e de check Papa Dr. Laji Baumia ne ye mame Saviria Baumia medase.
Okay, but you had said a crowd na ba ho no, it was very organic, it wasn't artificial, but there's an allegation being made by the chairman of the Tema West constituency of the New Patriotic Party, Urakwesi Poku, that obi bia oba ho bia no mo man 100 Ghana cedis. Sasem we no kreben pa na ewo mo.
Edi o masere. Na o hwe crowd e ba here, se mi bu meni ka, e crowd a thousands in the thousands. Na se yemia Poku ka se ye mo bia 100 Ghana cedis. Let's say ye was kapa o. Just say we sikapa we nya di a metre ye de ye ni be koso unusual propaganda unusual said intro ni na nyan dem man eka e bia na abono
because he says on the constituency for no nyina no ye mo bia 100 he is speaking on authority.
Yo, na officer, me akasa for the constituency as a kind of south. Na makasa for other electoral constituencies the boy here
Obeng. He is the chairman of the Tema West constituency of the New Patriotic Party, and he's speaking on authority that member Bia will free her Ebe Jumedian say in the name of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was given 100 Ghana cedis. And you had also made mention of the.
The chairman and I.
Now, sir, what?
This is their usual rhetoric and their usual propaganda. Yes, Monsieur Pan.
Unless Chairman Kunu and yet Chairman Kunu any control constituency. Text messages by Mumu agent or constituency organizer. So party for the Chairman here Koyedia will be saying. My friend was also some moment. I am 100 overnight.
No, but Minya, Prof.
Yeah.
The organization of the party, a youth organizer, and a mobilizing. And you tomorrow ground. What time and mobilization then I ground. Anything I need this out there. You cannot come here. Their usual propaganda and their usual life, no. Everything all cannot.
Did I say
he's overwhelmed? He's overwhelmed by the crowd nearby, and I've not been almost as well. I don't think your allegation.
There is a crowd we are not going to 41. You see, where as a party, ending the grammar who say on the abasing Crawford are going to 41. Say ya. You're better the grammar and one candidate Tibamu's embassy, and you're going to 41. Say ya.
Chairman, me call grounds, me walk. This constituency chairman now, or Katale say, was he at the ground and only on them. The issue is not about Obi Bayana, Obi Amba. I am telling you my constituency. People are giving money. So if you say you don't know, say you don't know. I am telling you my constituency. Does he want that? They are usual probably they are shocked that they are overwhelmed by the number buyer.
Shocked what? Shocked. Yes, Master, Ghanaians are fed up with this person. When we are going for the 2024 election, you know what? We were bouncing people, we had all the crowd, but we got 41, Abi. So who says who says this one bring vote? Who says so?
I don't know why a chairman is hidden to the usual propaganda. I mean, the propaganda of
what do you call propaganda?
But in the usual.
No, see, we can look at this and say the organization. This thing you can say the organization was good, but it was not for free. That's what I'm saying. It was not free.
But chairman, so if it is not for free, now okay South, there will be a Hanoma on one side and the back of the on them. Say with the mobilization, men back on Abwa because of Dr. Laj Mahmoud Bawumia. What is the issue with it?
Okay, so
I complain about that.
As a chairman of the constituency, have you taken your personal money to support the party before?
You see, you are comparing apples to mangoes. What I said, my youth commander, what I'm saying is not what you are saying. What I'm saying is not what you are saying.
So tell me what you are saying, because what you are doing is allegation. First of all, you can't.
I am saying on authority. I
can prove. He says that he is saying it on authority, and for that matter, he can prove say there is somebody in his constituency. Yeah, man, 100 Ghana cedis say Womra.
Okay. And the one that the man of
mobilization.
Why not the man?
Okay. So you hold the line. You hold the line for me. You hold the line for me. Mr. Kwesiboku, let me ask you. Why not discuss 100 cedis no Edema Nipano?
You know what? And after Kennedy Adieno, it was on all platforms and coordinated platform in my constituency. Anybody who wants to go, a contact number is to talk to the person. And then 100 Ghana will be given to you. They call the chairman to find out the chairman. Program where you call. It's a party for person. So what are you talking?
Wow.
What is he talking about?
So, Prof.
Yes.
If the intention is to give everybody that counts 100 Ghana cedis, okay, don't you think, sir, there would have been planning? Say, okay, for this constituency, we go for 50, 100, 100, 200, and then a budget will be allocated. But the fact that there is a general notice on all platforms tells you that the camp of Baumia cannot estimate and cannot project number of people ever. For which reason, I say they discover who go on and say, mom. You see, this usual lies and this usual propaganda is something that I expect the chairman to stop. Stop. When an necessary party, mobilization and getting past people to support the candidate is something I agree with. Yes, please.
No, you see, some of the things
you know better.
Some of these things
that the prof,
you know what?
The money comes from Dr. Latimamu. You couldn't answer.
Agrono any form. Nyama where they are the Korean. When we're campaigning, instead of allowing organic thing to go, we're passing. I want for the 1% and you. So you need to come and say,
Chairman, any 41% to look how be. Mr. Kaubi. I 1% to know if you
because you never Majatu said the county. It is a say the first year.
Now you the year and your presidential candidate near Genebano and I issue the father.
Abi wanted to do this argument. Let's make time and come. Look at the parliamentary vote and the presidential. The parliamentary vote was more than the presidential. It means the candidate was not good. Please, what I say?
This total fallacy. Domi Kwabenya, we have never lost the seat before. For the first time, we lost the seat over there. And you are saying this is as a result of Dr. Latimamu. When me and you, we know that there were problems with. When me and you, we know that there were problems with the candidates.
Yes. After losing, let's compare. Look, go to Okobo's place. Okobo lost by 11,000. The candidate lost by 31,000.
All right. Okay. I think we have to end.
Dr. Latimamu about constituency. No problem. There was constituency between former executive, current executive. Dr. Latimamu
Did I say that?
Come on, let's take responsibility.
No. Did I say that?
Responsibility and make sure say.
And then you don't know. Myself and my country, we are the only people who have accepted.
All right. Okay. So I think we'd have to end.
It's allowed.
All right. So thank you so much for speaking to us. We are going to be right back after this break.
Techimano Fui, Electoral Abeja, near the Munamuniama Panini Swabo. Wait, Thursday, 10th April 2025. Raya showroom for front and Wukumasi Techiman Kwanaso.
Yedi Roma, sorry, Dino, and that's a backsword Nidia Nimshe.
Roberto Samsung, TCL, Media, NASCO TV, AC, fridge, gas cooker, washing machine, deep freezer, home theater, microwave, blender, kettle, rice cooker, and any more papa kahunina. Now, when in Bribi, Edicam for Baku 50, Ebenya 15% discount. Any achedie, it's a rabbit idea. Kahun and Senya.
Kweku, minim sawa she. Me kraman nane. Now so ebony show one embasso.
Mane Honsepeno. Ebony condoms comes in different flavors and available in all pharmacies, chemical shops, over-the-counter shops, and pubs. For bulk purchases, contact 055-230-0075. Ebony condoms, Ghana's most pleasurable condoms. Make it worth it.
We got pepper mix, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate. We got pepper mix, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate.
It only the view is a condom. The condom then it's not on, but
21st clinic a sciatica expert sciatica no wo nerves na wo to ase na fa wo siremu na fa wo nansia besi ase ho no se ho techema eno ene efa ne sciatica na etimi bubu wo to ase ka wo se dwe wo siremu wo je ho ba bia enye na no na 21st clinic ba ya adwuma pa wo mu yenti abaso bo ma je no Ghana ha ene amono ne enyasem ketewa wo mu je international awards ahodo wo mu je local awards ahodo na anu nso na wo mu bie the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa bibrim ha no ebi ni ba bia je 21st clinic nkwa wo mu de bibiduro ene besa o yare no masa de machine aka ho yare sabia yare bia wutimi de ko ne mama ade ba ko a wo ma gidi wo mu pa no sciatica ena stroke nso de kwa diabetes ne hypertension ne ade Ghana ha ba bia wo mu ho enkran ha se ye wo Tantra Hill runabout se wo free enkran eba ye wo wonsa nifa so wo frama saman so na eba nso a wonsa bonkum so ho na wo behu ye 0540-311-311 0540-311-311 na se 21st clinic still wo mu ye sciatica expert
tontonte yenum nsane efa adwen ne efa adwen ampa se na nanu nim se bre bi beba ama tonti na 74 opa ye ne simple T74 abeye adru tonti na 74 ana T74 asa hwe adwene asina nanom dodo so se de na dodo bua ma na nanom enyare basabasa no saa na tonti na 74 ana T74 ebu anipadua no emo immune support enti obi onum bie no abre bia ne ho dendenden tonti na 74 yinso yaye no se nsuo krokro wa kama enti ba bia wonam bia obetimi de wade akọ samene wa ankefi na ekroyi eda no nko na wie ye wa bra mennom T74 se mennom tonti na 74 menya hodin mennom ne da bia T74 yi hahama ene ye de aye na DHC ena aframa na ye kama saa no T74 ahoden ni apomuden ko a woko pharmacy ana baby to no bia ubenya tonti na 74 yi biato T74 yi enye ma oba wa fafuro ana obi a oma nufuo ana se obi a onya mfie dumienu eto phone 050-162-8931 and 0246-073-498 FDA agi adwedie nkratoi atom
I was at for 18 minutes past 4, Sompa 106.5 FM for God and Country. I was at for Yedikai Amamwa Habio. Now, Yankai said there are some messages on Facebook. We'll be reading those messages. And again, remember, ABA lines no tuma 0260-196064, 0260-196065. Now, my Yankai say Electoral Company Limited. Woman Maku Jamanto, Kofa, a Yas toothpaste and a Yas toothbrush, a Bejamanto, a Kamapa. Toothpaste you would choose here when you try crow and grab a free. Now, brush and also dear, me patrol afibo, but you use the sanya brasha we use now 3 days now we change the brush, especially designed for a yamping for any cakes. And to modern pan a copy very, very hygienic. Me patrol say, Obepe a apostle any brusher, a mouse, a fita. Kai say Leicester Company Limited for their on their big Jamanso and no enebe bow Yas toothpaste, Yas toothbrush, enebe bow. Bomoding na fre 050-161-9588 050-161-9588 050-1390-338. So Kumasia and no na number be friend. As I can you say Electoral Ghana Limited. Wamasoya Seneca Siepa Electoral Ghana Limited. Remember, say open say umpono koto electronics papa say a NASCO product, say a media product, say a Samsung product, say a TCL product. Bombarding pa na kopebi. Or TVs, your air conditioning, fridges, washing, electronic beer. Yatiti and your mother boss to say who one him says say Sidi nya ho den kakra nya mai e bono aba for me no ka say Obama discount or my reduction says the bombarding says yeah. So opa say we to electronics Electoral Ghana Limited. Because bombarding national mocha kwa techiman bia ewo Kumasi kwa na so Kumasi omo Kasi Junction Tech Junction and crying omo dental barrier Dantuman roundabout industrial area bia ni Malcolm Plus ne din hwe anymore so wo Sunyani Mankesim Cape Coast Takra de Tamalia omo offices everywhere. Remember to call 045-949495 again 0245-949495. That's a Kai you say Tontina 74 T74 edro we dia makacha wo se eyebusuan chemfa se wo so dia no pa na wabobi enwumre na wabobi enkan no enkan tete no na ye nananom no mo shedudo e de man sa dudo no bi no eno bi na wo ma transform no ana wo mo da ye tonti na 74 T74 enti say ye wahra no brebom wenya HIV infection and say wahra ba liver infection prostate enlargement o kasa na wenum no from a eba no nyam from a papa empacho bomodin T74 we oba ubunsa na obi ehu chese wo na obowa obi a wenya asthma chese obu nyina ye wo ya wo ho na onanse atata tonti na 74 T74 eno ene beka wasam edi amawo pacho drugstore pharmacy shop bi ebe obia no ade a wonsa ebeka bi Food and Drugs Authority for ajatum na T74 herbal mixture we me pacho o blending with DHC that immune booster ade abebo ye pa me pacho say wo your ba wa fefuru a unumbi say wo your ba wo ma akoda no fu a unumbi obi a wanya bofra below the age of 12 years also numbi me pacho T74 e bi ato a ne dudom 024607349 again 050162891 me pacho drugstore pharmacy shop bi ebe obia no ade a unsa beka bi Medimafo Herbal Center yeah papa we Dr. Time da so me pacho so te menka na wi na o pese wa wutie me na wanya yare kwankro se usisi na ye oya se unyonku so na ye oya se ye mojabroso se ye kidney ana se mpo no ojunso a wote ye yawo oba wo pese o fafuru ne man hyeda nko ye mawo wanya njuju ye stroke da ho ntimi nko hospital bia me pacho bomodin pa na fa wani kire Medimafo Herbal Center Dr. Time da so abusuan betimi from 0244 774282 again 0500 727215 nkran ha ohwa machi akwan a omo opokuase mayira Kumase omo ebuakwa agogo bien government school ni din hwere mo Dr. Time da so or see the Lord is our ultimate healer when you aboa for newi o maso ya senande ye de dwumadi brel na mame nkoda mema Ali Ibrahim akwaba Ali na ti saying
Prof na mi adon mo mpa na President Muhammad Aroma bia e ko say de say na efata
ai 4,000 ben akwesi poku be sa kan wasem wai oh bra kwesi poku de obia chese obia na de wono na se bra kwesi na wo opposition class so o wife pa what's that? Oh, a national communication team member of a national communication team member of the NDC, and of course, how do we need a youth employment agency? Also, na or wona. Oh, Nyabutreba. Oh, I've been broke with you. Yeah.
All right, Prof. What was it? Nene, my main fa our feed the case here so. Name enchia TF1 ahwefo mo etie in Ghana for na. Nene say Mani Agyeiwaa if I studio na ngedam kama mahan kama hamu papa. Yana me ho the banter between the NPP, contest here. Omoma ye hunu nyoma bebre o.
Ah, sir.
Oh yes. Me say banter Akosua no. Matra ho di atie nyoma bebre. Ya hanko.
Sir.
Last week, Nabo Adom TV.
Yeah.
The same thing between two rival, camps. Ye jaw monsimo mo kekaye uyembe show ena asema mo ka we obaktra ka 100 cities no nya ya futuro bi no otutu ago Ghana for new. He know what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about.
He knows what he's talking about.
Yes. You see, the nyina mo no aye me ya pa ahye eye Dr. Baomi omo sopano. Honestly.
Adeg.
Sopa wo mo de sopa Dr. Baomi ano honestly me bonye so.
Then no makan super.
Dr. Baomi Asebi
Akosua do the economy no wa hunu so ye manage die eye a fact obia enim eye fact nso say Dr. Bawumia ye de buy no oni constituency bia obetimi dia gina so man krofo aye dey ato aba ama MPP because no one constituency one want to aba ama no ohia research be about bontia you see that northern region northerness out of the total valid vote cast 22% pay and Dr. Bawumia enyai President Mahama, I mean the northerness and the Muslim community, President Mahama, who is also a Christian and the same time a northerner, pulu the rest of the percentage. So what you say? I want say Dr. Bawumia eye mamprusini so mamprusu duduana etwaba ema President John Dramani Mahama. Just a few votes and a coin. Obi na do dan kwa Akosua. Obi northern votes ne Muslim votes are automatically 35. Until now you Dr. Bawumia as a northerner, we Muslim. We were looking at somewhere around 60% of the votes, but at the end of the day, just 22% and we them or clenching. And so the election defeats a coin. I admit. So buono emododo na wasi e deswa Dr. Bawumia but
Adentina one more can
you see
now you seem to have a problem with them.
I have a problem because Dr. Bawumia ho mobo what ye omo a one more bie Ghana fo ani enioma bi omo ye kane na ye nya we no ene on betra bontia kane nyina say Dr. Bawumia as head of the economic management team no sebi preduas I don't want sem fata. I've heard a lot of communicators on the other political side say, na yemfunso kese pa ye say emfunso na eson say Dr. Bawumia ebaye as the vice presidential candidate to support Nana Dankwa Akosua in the contest. So you knew all these by you these same people you were defending Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I mean in a run up to the 2024 elections. So what I say, you knew say the man Dr. Bawumia is so incompetent to serve in that office as vice president of the Republic of Ghana to manage our economy. But you were everywhere, every platform, radio, TV, everywhere, defending Dr. Bawumia. So no, economists will no. Of
course, yes. Sir, he was their presidential candidate, and they needed to do it. So what was wrong with that?
I'm saying, today they are telling us, the entire people in the country, those who are on the other side of the political, divide in their party. Or here, many of you here Canada, Japan for some more criteria Dr. Bawumia. One must say, listen. See, I'm unashamed because you knew, sir, this man was incompetent. But you were everywhere defending him. Say, but
Malik Basantali, Muso National Service for Recruitment in India, giving preference to party people. No,
when this allegation between us or give you preference, what is your evidence? Produce video evidence. It is false. I'm challenging himself on producing that video evidence. You see, this is a very big platform. You can't just come and sit here and throw anything.
But infant say, yes. Say me prof and me say, say me MPP ni na infant say me Patrick Atiha ono oye NDC ni na nde per placement truly and truly. Many ono one am be.
Oh yeah, me tete. Yeah, share.
Me but party 40.
No, listen.
I'm asking you.
Listen.
Yes.
Listen. You are talking, sir. On one side or no more, when they were in office, that was what we were doing. Now MPP we are Ghana now when you MPP near, they don't put priority. Now we are Ghana now you are not a card bearing member of the New Patriotic Party. One more place priority. NDC there. So we are MPP new. So we are NDC new. We are sharing the national cake equally. And in some of our better okay. Just say rather some qua.
Okay, so And it's awesome.
It is false.
So you don't in your party as an NDC. So be a party ni. Wabomodin with Dimechi. Why campaign mamu. Just say baby amukubia wonem.
Yes.
A real anaju anoje do somu. Na say ni pano ebe per placement. We university as against obi or no ye MPP near. You give them equal opportunities. You give them equal opportunities if there is one slot.
National Service Secretariat knows. So many, innovations.
Is the secretariat not politicized?
No, it is not. It was politicized previously, but not now. You see, who
appointed the head? No. Or maybe one appointee the head of the National Service.
The President of the Republic of Ghana.
Or Edeni.
Or NDC.
Nipa no honor Edeni.
Or NDC.
Okay, so good. Go ahead.
Oh yes. And so you see, listen, the work I know about all kind. That was exactly what they were doing. That was exactly what they were saying. When the MPP near to check, the national kicker. You will say genuine.
Akosua Agyeiwaa.
Now what is a Ghana for a mistake? Some two about.
Me say Akosua Agyeiwaa.
Chairman, respect the program. Make us some flow. You don't disrupt what I'm talking. What can be a thing? I'm so you have to control your guest.
So allow maybe sometimes wrong.
Or distracting me thoughts. What you have to do that evidence.
Or distract your thoughts.
Yes, or some mommy flow.
Okay, flow.
Yes, so what they make and they say. The Roberts now how working. So we are giving priority to NDC, party people, until say obe produce video, audio, test evidence. Because me I'm as a member of the National Communication Team, me say so ebe Malik Basentale no. Me hunu bibi asa. So he want to prove me wrong. He should produce test video evidence. Now how do you me I'll be okay.
Ali, you know, I asked you a simple question.
What's the question? I've answered you. I've answered. What I said was that MPP for when they were in government, that was what they were doing.
And Timusumu the same.
We are not doing that.
I asked the question I asked you.
What was it?
I know. Maybe say, send me Abuja meeting. Send me MPP ni. Now Patrick, NDC. Now say National Service. Okay, you pay MPA. Obi amanako.
Yes.
And between myself and me MPP in Patrick, one
you have twisted the whole argument in that.
Question. Simple question.
You are asking two questions at the same time. You are asking questions pertaining to the National Service Secretariat in terms of slots, and you are also asking question about appointment, government appointment.
I'm not talking about appointment.
You talk of NPA.
No.
And you are still on National Service.
Postings. Okay, maybe perhaps for the use of the wrong word.
Okay.
Appointment. So postings is what I'm talking about. And the one I'm posting it in a call.
Let me say, we have allowed the system. When the system man kasa. So we fail from. Which baby are better? Which are be a so 100 and a person called NPA. Not 20 per and a bit me afar. First 20 the before more. We don't check their political coloration before we give them the posting.
Suffice it to say that
yes.
Muslim check your political coloration.
Yes.
Then the Minister of Education, Honorable Haruna Idris. In the Nepal base, okay, we am a stand supporter. My constituency.
In every exercise, there's protocol.
Okay.
You can't run away from that.
Okay.
You get it? But perception, or no person what to just say, we have deliberately decided to pack only NDC sympathizers to sensitive areas, neglecting the MPP. You get it? Meanwhile, when you go to the government organization and institution, you can't even know who is MPP and who is NDC. And so if they were doing that while in office, and the idea, President Mahama, ne Malik Basentale, or Yebisa, a road rather same. I don't think I'm challenging someone producing video evidence. What if I owe him a name? What's him producing?
All right, and of course, I have online Dr. Rashid Computer. Tanku, or a deputy director of elections for the NDC, Ora Rashid Computer, Yamakwa Baba for God and Country on Sompa 106.5 FM. Agyeiwaa, that was a boss of baby Rashid Tanku, you da. Especially concerning elections are Basso Nyame Aduma on the 2nd of September 2025. Say and come on every hoba from your camp no saying.
Yes, we are ready pa and run ye prepare your party agents no ye train no any your party leaders number ye monitor no Emma NDC 2nd September no anyone na let me wo no na ye training no ye training na people mo gina akra ko na ye press conference ye training tax o say o mo nye serious ka MPP na no kwa ye meet IGP no ye kan so mo ko train mo nipa because they don't train their people o mo ba police station no mo ye dede o mo cause confusion because o mo nim election assembly. Yes, the NDC investi yes kapane ko ye training.
Rashid, I want to get clarity here. Say ukachi omo say MPP for say omo ko train omo nipa. Ye nipa womo eba bebo omo ho ban ana say nipa ben sa na omo ko train. Wa bra mo so mo train mo nipa no.
Say election assembly there. Who say ube train party yes sir. And no ombo gina polling stations no. No more protective interest. We be start training party officers because omo no mo ye monitoring and this observers no. Ye firm monitors and observers. This is one train no more understanding election assembly. Who say mo training how I come see you. No cause confusion ho Methodist police station no. Because you know be some questions which are basic to elections. No. So besides questions where they are, they create confusion as
okay.
So say you know na country almost say no nipa ni so that on Tuesday there so senior officers mobile police station nim questions being on be asked. They know which question to ask and which question not to ask. So that we can have peaceful process on that day.
Now me bacho ban bohun sam etisen ye guarantee say Ghana Police Service eba be provided security for elections ebekoso ewo akwetia, and again we are told say national security presence would also be there to monitor some activities of the elections. Can you confirm to us the statement of the national security being a part of this monitoring of the elections ebekoso ewo akwetia?
You call National Election Security Task Force meeting. That NPP, Nipa Mensa, no more represent of Nana Biwu, any DOSP or the former police officer. Says no MPP or MPP, or no also not now. Plus the former Interior Minister, no, so I say a former Greater Accra Regional Minister. Or no more represent NPP. None you at the National Security Task Force, were they not properly briefed? Saying night now, no more brief at the number here.
Okay, so for the benefit of our
yet now, now IGP brief and they say, obey deploy 5,000 police. No more continue to make sure that everything goes on and give her the deployment plan. And one of MPP who say then IGP directed the director of operations not now say organizing again now come home. They should give them and give us copy. Say asano mukairo. But you see, when we talk of National Election Security Task Force and your police and kwao. National Security and your police look, immigration move, fire service almost move. Your friend almost said prison service. Almost they are part of it. This military. Almost they are part of it. National Security Secretary. They are part. This is what we call National Election Security Task Force. But the lead among them is the police. The police takes the lead. It is only when they are overwhelmed then they can invite the other agencies to assist them. So when you are talking of national election security task, you police and kwa.
Okay, so let me take you back to the Ablekuma rerun. Now, I was our election as no. Was there a national security task force, and it for that matter, were there soldiers over there?
No, I don't say. When you are talking of national election security task force, this is the body. But normally, it's the police who take the lead. It is when the police need the assistance of the other agencies, then they cannot invite them. What do I say? So if the police doesn't need the assistance, they won't invite them. They can handle it. But at the time we met, Paul said police no more country say they have men to take care of the place, and they're even bringing their regional commanders to take care of all the zones. But you see, we are doing an election. But the election doesn't mean that the state should stop functioning. That's one thing people must know. The fact that we are having by-election doesn't mean that the state should not function. There are other agencies who also run their business on that day, just to make sure that you and I are safe. What do you say? If somebody is going to hide behind the elections and I want to cause trouble, won't you blame the state again for not acting?
Okay, so
apart from that place will tell you, Akotia, wouldn't say Galamsey.
Yeah.
There are military men positioned there, and they are positioning there for a very long time before even the by-election happened. And they are chasing these Galamseyers all over the place. That's why I was surprised at their press conference yesterday. They have nothing to do with the election. Their business is just on the Galamsey thing. Even if we saw them yesterday, they were dirty from the forest area they were coming from. They don't have time for whatever we are doing our election training or whatever. That's not their cup of tea. So do you mean that because of the by-election, is that what you are saying?
So we can say, Anya abatuo ninti ena soja no ewo Akwetia ho, but they are there because of Galamsey activities. Because wamo fighting.
I said no namika we came there to meet them over there. And they have been running this Galamsey thing. Is it the first time? Or is it because Akwetia they by election? Other side so yes no more or no there. Why are they not telling them they should leave it?
But is it also true, sir? Around Richard Jakpa and then Mrantie National Security for Wamoso Wamo Akwetia Wana. Is it really true?
Oh, now Jakpa, so Director of Operations, Special Operations, National Security Secretary, yes, sir. So
I know.
Director of Special Operations.
I know.
National Security Secretary.
Sure.
So this one there, how can somebody sit here and define the kind of operation over it my There's also a special operations no here. So in special operation, if they've seen something they want to do operation, you and I can we design it for them? When they are entering you and I cannot talk about it. I think we just have to find out from the National Security Secretary whether or they can best explain that one to you.
But listening to some NPP national officers, as some of Canada say, some tax be a woman be PM Akwetia hono. Idea woman she say a police in Tadia no munjim ni say a posi for.
And no me can't say enrano na training. My party agents, any party paying for monitoring my party. Then these people saw it and went and said we're training tax. And look at my timelines. I took pictures and put it on my timelines so that to let them know that there are people who are not telling them the truth. They should come to Akosua and stop doing press conference in Accra. As long as training, you see pink sheets. Tell me pink sheets, not training to understand the processes very well for us, to make it easier for us to beat MPP well. On this day. Now go to Accra and say training tax. Now go use police address. When you see the people, go to my timeline, you see it there. You see the pictures that the training we're giving them. And we're doing it in churches and then classrooms. If I want to train tax, do I send them to church rooms? Public places like that.
So can you assure and say Akosua Agyeiwaa will be very, very, very peaceful? Can you assure us?
Very peaceful. peaceful, papa. Say, see, Akotia, very, very peaceful. It's very lovely, as if nothing serious. And then hyping all these things in Accra. If you come there, the people are surprised because Bibia Akoyi is very peaceful. You hear a campaign, and you are around Takwasi. Takwasi, when an NPP almost campaign other side. Then NDC the right hand side of the park. It was so lovely. They are blowing their vehicle with music. While our group were blowing their music, we were all laughing at each other. And then people, they would now cry because they want to be party officials campaigning all over on air and TV. They won't come to the ground to look for votes because they are going to lose.
But Dr. Rashid Tankwe, from the elections we have observed previously in this country, internal securities. The MPP have said, they would also use their internal security. Oran Richard Agyeiwaa, Director of Communication, is on record to have said so. And again, I'm asking, mobile use internal security to beef up what the national or the Ghana Police Service would be providing in terms of security to make sure say elections ebeko totia assembly enkoba ho.
You see internal security behind the election in look. Akotia na lazy charge no. Akotia by election no. And they say Akotia kumewu by election. You see internal security bia. Any police na Asia. No mo say ombe na comply. And when now you saw that everything went on peacefully. Yes, as enough. Everybody's touting it. NDC didn't send any internal security bia. They said because we make sure that we train our people to understand the election process in India. So it's now that you say when why do we go to internal security? No more there. You talk on omope. Yes, I MPP no what 2024 election, you say internal security. And you say security in line. Why are they always fearing their own shadows? Because of what happened at Techima South 2020. They are fearing their own shadow. They think that somebody is going to do them similarly.
And even in the 2024 elections, we saw what boys affiliated to the NDC did to the New Patriotic Party.
2024 NDC never
vandalizing of the I'm not more power, but boys who were affiliated to your party internal security or your macho men, so to speak, vandalized the police divisional police headquarters over there.
Which police headquarters? Where?
In Techima. Yes.
Where? What were they doing over there? Police what were they doing? The state security was NDC in charge of the security. I don't know. Sometimes when these people talk, they forget to understand that they were in power for 8 years. Slap. The police managed to arrest them, 8, prosecute them. They got conviction out of it. Compare that one to Ayo West War. I will also work Azugu Max Ninamuko, Bunipa, the Benono. Even to SNMP, Honorable Sam George was slapped over there. Have you gotten any arrest out of it?
Sompa FM.
Have you gotten any arrest?
Have you gotten arrest out of it? Because I've heard the president say that 1 year this Anyam Rasamno Ewo. Ayawaso West Wagon, they are going to make sure they deal with them. And then the NPP is also raising some concerns that the talency any maybe a year by elections Akosua ma NDC addition a brew NPP for government should also consider investigating all those issues. What do you say to it?
Yeah, wait and see. Down the Simpa buying no 9:30. Wait and see. Who say police for no more Chinipa 8 no more prosecutor. They should wait. Now the MPP call for it, and the security, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, is on record to have stated under his watch nobody will misbehave when it comes to election matter. He will not allow that kind of cycle to continue. And they have exhibited it for the Ablikwanov one. We'll go back and deal with people who were involved. Any Techimas happening now. They are going to pick them. And when they start dealing with them, nobody should start talking. Because we want to end that cycle.
All right, so it will not go to Shirekwane, it will not go to Talensi. The perpetrators over there will not be dealt with. Is that what you want to say?
That if the thing that they are talking about, NPP, allow this dastardly act to happen under their watch and got away with it. I didn't know say NCB that. It won't happen under our watch. We won't allow that thing to happen. That is why they quickly arrested the people who did it at Ablikwanov. But interestingly enough, how Akumsin is walking free. We are also calling on the police to prosecute her because she was found with dangerous weapon. That led to her beating. And she should be prosecuted for that.
Oh.
It takes two to tango.
Dr. Rashid Tanko, now let me ask you, final question. More candidates, lawyer, how is he faring? Would you say over the MPP's candidate?
Oh, Lawyer Bediako is going to win massively. Akotia town, you get to know that the man is last. Also a liar. He has helped a lot of the young people. No, so he used to be the youth employment coordinator at constituency one. So he has helped a lot of the young people over there. And he's been doing pro bono for the people in terms of legal issues. So
apart from say Adisia Ewo Akwetiaho enim eye lawyer Bediakono, one kasano campaign message ben pa ana mode nam eye Akwetiaho ni sentino one year wo ebehwa so ato abama no
research agenda no ekoso research agenda who say the people are living testimonies. We went to one of the busy markets just to do some sampling. What they were telling the women they've seen changes in their life. Prices at the phone. Never prices be at the phone. The way they used to buy. Mommy grow can't say or move back. Before NDC came, 9,000 cities. Or 600 maybe. So these are living testimonies. Campaign changing your life. We are resetting the country for you. And they are seeing it. We are not the type by election now. Then you go and move huge machines. Even rainy season, you are pulling machines all over the place. They know that this is not a deceptive government. I wish MPP you are going to play their records as enough, and you saw what they did over there. And Kumawu, up to now the Kumawu rules are still there. They have not finished them. Kumawu here. This was the deceptive government that was in there, deceiving everybody. We are not that type. Come to Akotia, these are truthful people. Yeah, they are truthful. They can't pay and
development be a say NDC for a year.
Why should we go and lie to? We won't lie to them. You want us to lie? We'll tell them the truth. They are just in government for 7 months, 8 months. Then within the shortest possible, you want us to bring bulldozers, moving machines, to deceive them for what? We will tell them the truth. And the chiefs were telling us the truth that look, you guys are doing fantastic. We are there, Papa. We are there. We have seen what you are going to do and all that. These are the things we are telling them. Almost say we don't move any machine over there. We don't move any machine in Blekwanov. Yeah. We told them the truth. And they got it. And voted massively for us. Say, I'm voting my Tuesday. That's why the MPP, they are not even coming. They are doing
okay. Somebody would ask, since when did NDC start learning these lessons of not deceiving people with moving machines, going over to their constituencies to do some constructions and some works over there, just to tell the people, say...
we have been in opposition for 8 years, and yes, sir.
Yeah.
We've been in opposition for 8 years, so we haven't learned any lesson in our opposition. Because we've learned our lesson, that's why we won the 2024 election. And yes, sir. Why do you want us to continue to behave the way we used to behave? Yes, our research agenda. We are now on the research.
All right.
And we are researching every facet of our life. And Ghanaians.
Yeah.
So that we make sure that all of you enjoy. That is what we are trying to do.
Rashid Computer Tanko, Deputy Director of Elections, NDC. We're grateful for your time this afternoon. But Debbie, I catch you say, oh Rashid, wow, what you feature here? Oh, mama, you know
Remember victory now, what
is victory? Remember how? Yeah, say we are grateful for your time for speaking to us right here. All right, Rashid Computer Tanko, Deputy Director of Elections, NDC, and I to say, a dig kobo. But I would have loved to also speak to the national organizer of the New Patriotic Party, Nana B, to also hear this side, his side of the story. Wait, but not to cut you, Ali. Why? Wait, I quit here.
Don't you are saving Anna? Don't you are every now we're expecting to Obagaze Okolusu. Bantam Crown of Jina Obagaze Okoin, Tijan on Kadian. What's your name? But for me, I believe that, you see, politicians. You to me, your dad, nipa to. Yeah, machines ni.
Sompa
FM for a year. Police focus is going a strategy. Sometimes the sitting government feels that the moment he intimidates the people on the ground, the people will not come out to vote. Then they will let it look as if security matters. And me, I don't see why somebody will have to go to Akotia. I will not go to Akotia and Kopra. Because Ebeka NDC and Sesanshi. Ebeka NPPD and Sesanshi. Banreduba, and on the cry by and marry and Yeluhu. And go for a plane because she a titini so papa says, Missy Achepa 1 year. The government, the party will forget about the family. But I don't know. So why would you? It's about replacement.
Or replacement. Rashid. Why?
Papa Baguya was education, you know. What education? Now, woman fancy. And the political party. And then now, a woman fresh, you know, and you have more fans. And go for them because appointment. People have started lobbying. Defense minister, airplane boss from my brother before my mama said, "People have started lobbying." What I say? So when you don't, you are not careful. Who said you don't see who go?
Medase.
My neighbor need to who?
Medase. Futu power with the mama. Ali Mamintio.
Prof, I could tell election at the MPP 4% go on 1 month. Before this contest, no me to amofo se kebeya anka komo NC form. Because say ya no moye ya na Ablukumanov, omode 2-0 sa no moko ho de chiro bibi kakra bi. E we na election no. So when kobasa na mani munyam credibility kakra aba aka no na efrem nsa. Because we Akotia seat na NDC are winning 4 times and MPP are winning 5, times. TSM winning we kan ho a na say ya equalize it. So that's one of the reasons here call for this contest to equalize the the Akosua seat. We just want to send strong signal to the MPP supporters and all their presidential candidates. Who want to win primaries and come and contest elections in this country. Say, waste your time because more primaries you can now win the crown. I have now the president Ghana Mama. So we want to use this election Akosua Agyeiwaa to send them a message that there's no way the New Patriotic Party, so far as President Mahama is the president of the Republic of Ghana, was setting Ghana, Ama Ghana there's no way the party MPP can ever win election in this country. And so, presidential candidates, contest, who win as the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, and they are challenging party. I simply do not get it. They are wasting their time, they are wasting their energy, they are wasting resources. But there's no way in the next 24 years to come, the MPP can be able to challenge the NDC in terms of election in this country. Will continue to hold that majority status in parliament. In fact, the 2/3 majority. And now you better Akosua sign occupy the seat of government. Think about the Kabeya. Kasabo contest in a den common chasso. Na ba omia na omo person omo de ne ba no omo fa ma no preko
all right
so be try the lack
me da say yeah me da say ma me kwa amano so na me ndin komo sisi a 0260 1960 64 0260 1960 65 me ba cho we ni numbers abetumi afresi so na ye din komo sisi a awo ejumedie so hello good evening.
Hello professor.
Yes sir me ba cho wani
Professor Delali.
Yeba. Me pass on any.
AKA or Sompa chairman, evangelist. What is written here?
Written. What is written is written. Patrick ATY.
You now when you there?
Yeah, me when you pa.
You mitia chairman so chairman kwesipu kumitia ne pa wakasa na mo ankasa guy no. Yeah, me say some so omu se kan be wini am ko bisa kwesi plat. That's me ka kire wo. Makasa asem be 3 times. Kwesi plan ni dia dan so peace FM say no nim se Ghana for do kene Japan sa ebro mu ko promise ni wiye no enti say upe say yami before say me woni ha won o ta no mo ta kene Japan won ke Japan mo tabda bia so te so bi ka say yam pani pa o mu ade e fa ko ni say kan no mo di no ke so wo so bi ka say yam pani pa o mu ade pani pa o bu ade o ben e fa cho professor politics ni ya no enya asofudie o
FM
enya asofudie omu nsanya konkro ye ne ye pɛ no politics ye probetumi aye adwuma ma oman no akonanim the same nipa ne ye ken abi before mamo ha mo ho if you kura se ba wo mia ko wini promise we kura Ghana nto aba ba wo mia o wini Ghana makanda we dey mark my wife o wini edomonti ase say mo ma ye penipa enya konkronfo ne ye pɛ ye probetumi ababa ye adwuma no makase enya sole na ye no oman we
na say okay but that's what is written is written. Yeah, that's so by you so. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, honorable Professor Bakope.
Me bacho yes, me bacho odini baby akasa free.
Me bacho from a brighter, me kasa free aboso kade.
Okay, me bacho it's you.
Na me probably energy ma o ye. Honorable Made Jibril, any honorable computer. Me say ya o mako no me dey. Den on be go sa si na mesre akotiafo say omo per development any nyama papa excellency John Dramani Mahama eye idia ombo modern say on beto aba no ama NDC candidate na e wo onum na onu so etimi aboa ama nyama papa etimi aba akotia onum na MPP for they dey any kasa ene omude munko na munko e campaign na enhwe se nkofo no beto aba mamo a wuti akra ha ena press conference in kwan no mo ye e kata eti Ghana kwa so ade
all right me pacho ma men kasa kakra bi wo ho na etiefo mo fa nche me message bie lines ne sisi a na yenya Chris e wa ma no so a ye no ebedi nkomo hello good evening.
Hello good evening.
Me pacho odini baby akasa free.
Ni kumia me kaza sia masama de good one.
Okay pacho eti quick
pacho o de bibia obeba a obekata na kan la so no akata ke na ba omi abakwa o me MPP ni mapa bia ni ho a obekata MPP ni oda se keno o me president o mo bukata nya na mo ye ni before and the kan wu se o mo amudi na che yodo o mo to ma no omuntu no kweda o se de ba ko no ba ejina o ka e kai MPP ni mapa o ka sasa na da de ni part na e ka no kwe na mo ma en ka no ko
me da se so me da se ba ben ko na me ni the deputy general secretary organizer of the new patriotic party Ura Chris ending come on Chris na pato apom ti saying
Patron Yamanadom.
Good. It's for Joe. So now, me be say Bibi Abokore.
Yamanadom.
As I speak with you, no. When you're in chess over the pre national youth organizer in the crowd, because you put that count.
Messi if you are no party no. Juma be brew or I was say yet. Into no uncle hot dear. me de beto ka cancer na ya hwe de da ye ni me no ka se akotia ayehye papa
ayehye
nti no ya wa ye bo ejuma.
Okay, so ukasa akotia ayehye a den na ekoso ho a ama akotia ayehye se
akotia de ehun hye ayehye ne se ye nwanum NDC4 ayehye de omo pese de omo koye wa blekuma north no the same to no pese omo ye wa ha nti omo ahase ne soldiers edi hwenria eyi galamsey site for say obi oni obe omo hu so ye MPP abejo site e fiun sem omo mgita document kra omo di tu omo gold kra amom won say ye hu say wo ye MPP ana wo kan MPP asem kra na ya abejo site e fiun sem nti renhwa e na omo de hye ye nwanu mu a omo ye gold ho nduma but ningi na chire no ye gidi se nyame be kasa na uba forma uti se form de ye dia but renhwa na koso ene amene ka se ye MPP for ye prepare akaka bi ye ba be ye vigil night e dia ona ye nua NSKumi nyame ya adom ochina so ye be fa no ye be peja no na yakoja na echi. You know, these are the two main activities for Eneno Ochina. I mean, I don't say by Tuesday, MPP King Solomon Obedin Kunim Ama MPP.
Okay, but in terms of security, war Akwetiano, ye bisase, Sabrino, apart from police for Yajan and TSA, Wamubaba Gui. What's up, picking some intel say, NDC Amanyokuno a day, more internal security forces, Bibaba, Jumedian Asiana.
Oh, Menu Kase Richard Japa on any national security for any soldiers for get the two baby woman and more basa be. Na Ningin no, Yen no more Akotia, or Manka some Domania, to form an NDC for Musuban and into trust some domain minimum besomoye. Now ye GD said by Tuesday I could hear for Bekasa.
By Tuesday I could hear for Bekasa.
Sure.
Now Mark started door-to-door campaigning.
Oh yeah gusu. And no put ye shasi na chepa meno kase. Ejumani de ye born ye pa into ye GD say you be surprised this for pa. And in terms of security no so ye mba say ba be kon but e be boy home ban.
Se mo ka se mo be bom ho ban na che se mo ankasa susu mo de mo internal security e be kwa ko bom ho ban ho.
Oh ye home ban ne e be bo no ni ngina gina rehye mu a IGP or the amaye IGP Yeshiano, any need in Como, or my assessor, and the AC no, will soon be big a careful, into all my bibisa and Sibium. Into Anuntino, Amaya, Yenya Reshiamuse, Samuel polling station. That's a macho may be a baby bonia, no one can stopping because all castle cock or bomb police for some Benjamin. Into no Areshimu Yenya, and I say. Ye boa no ya boa ye ho yie e wo saa akonya anim se ye mpene ma NDC4 embe boye ti se de omkobo ye e wo
Ablekuma.
Yes, because Ghana Police Service amaya TSS omboye ho ban nti no se me gina me wo police station bi na oba na obaji ballot box akwa me mpene ma ho fanko because Ghana Police baba boa me.
Okay, so you are relying on the police, but not on the internal security measures being put in place by the New Patriotic Party.
Me did say, you see, I will be North. No, I'm a party ni via some level of energy. Oshe odo a party for a the chairman. No, I'm a some level of energy. Say. Omo ba be party no ho ban ye nya security bia
na party no obi aye security sisi am no ka say MPP party no sisi an obi aye abrewa kra o party no kra ko security sisi a it no NDC for no I be surprise some what we can prevent.
Okay, so if you say
we'll stop them.
Okay, but if you say obi biara wo NDC mu sorry MPP mu security we know that security situations goes with its own accoutrements like pepper sprays and guns. Is that supposed to mean that you are going to arm yourselves whilst on the ground?
No. Like I said, when it comes to arming ourselves, I think the police have done that. For us, we are not going to arm ourselves, but we will be very vigilant and we will stand for our rights, regardless of whatever they will come with. We will face them and we will stand for our rights.
That is going to be done legitimately?
Sir, Usha, the CEO of Blokmanov here, Yanfa to Uncle, Yanfa be weapon beyond Uncle. And no more. And I be reporting my Ghana Police Service. And mama I say I feel where the mom penima bisa MA then NC on my boy home back. It the Ghana Police Service I catch here and no can apart from that the omodi here wa Blokmanov no and also I say young crying as a party. And I made sure say abrewa cry already say Ushiano na say who di bone o ya dia en fine bra kwemu me fan say ballot box who could we are abroad to my soul muson penny my own fanco. This all mukuye in our honor. And I so yes, and Bema pa. And yes, this say you keep the two and answer sick kind. They be yes, and Bema. Say, will say you stop you, I will stop you.
And to me, Chris, is it Asamoah? I believe that I'm right with the name, Chris Asamoah. And yes, and message Ben Pan as a Siano. Modernam akwitia wa mo ka kire akwitia adehye se omameto aba amam mo candidate no
ade baako e wo se obi o wa akwitia bia odwe ho se ade a efe no friend saying omo candidate NDC candidate lawyer wa demonstrate attitude be a chese home for crime to mean trust no because sebi ulo ye obi eyisika etua okase sebi obi jima ade nti no ene no kokoma me yusumbra kwan so kokona jima ade ma me ukoji ya na wo de wakofa afede fama me also fama me ena waje saa bibi se no yen nyina ye wa ketia ye tia asie san say sa papa we onyo obi a betimi aye den attract no because omo former MP no ono no ni NSKumi akonwa ho ono no be fa wo say bua me na nkoji akonwa no obefa utia wo ka udi skani wi e wasan so afa n'echi afede ono no akoko asan dig dia office ano no fi say ene dia ni passe no ye ba ye de no bo man oye musuo nipa.
Okay, so
before they know ban oye musuo.
Okay, so I want
a mistake. A vote mana me can share mo say NSKumi sun bet yom. NSKumi ni sun bet yom ye pa. Into mama ko boss musuo no enyi say nipa no. Because some yina NS ono wa tete NS ani nsem ne ntro ta lawyer way nsem and ntro we twa bedu bebia yedui wa tete NS sa ukam samote ye ama okoko se okoji warrant omo fanti no sa papa we are and
okay so beyond this message in terms of development niamba bensa na mo betimi agina so akase akwetia fo nhwe so NSKumi ba ya obeye within this short time or the party na ye within the period they were in government for the 8 years say omehwe so say omuntu aba ema mo candidate no
no creba kwa me meka kire won say NDC as a party no omamuni na no omo buy for the past 8 years no bibie no omaye and now we share in the history of by-election say by-election ba bibia edimpum tuoba just some few years ago under MPP's leadership by-election say by any na muhu development ya Russia ya koye ya see agrobe so na efia nopa nti NDC forward plans ema kotiafo a aka by-election be o hwe ya kotia aye omo kwan bra omo bre kwan ye bi enye ni nya na etumi wie de aka no I was sanka by this time po omo di bibi po sha ase ama nkrofo ni nya didie bi wo mumu kumewu ye ko kumewu MPP ye development a man nkrofo ni nya didie wo omumu asen baby a by election there in the history no baby a by election CBA no ye developmental project emma timemufo no some level of energy emma omudo hu hwem ekoto aba on by elections but this time around e be here because NDC for ankasa no omu fa ni dia ma kwatiafo omu ni odo omu ni bu omu ni hwe de mom inti no ye gidi say me no ka say Asumedu oya young gentleman but no ka say bie duma bebre we bie duma bebre a o hwehwe o hwenkrofo o tsankrofo ka wo kro ne so o workers bebre o mu free kro ne so ono nka se bie duma bebre o de buati memufo no nti anes wuye no de oja bia no Asumedu e ba beto aso
all right
in terms of physical support, financial support, human building capacities.
Okay, finally, before we let you go, Gab Ben Pan officer Sumedu, ebeti mi ama lawyer na ojinama NDC amanjo. Gab no be saying.
Oh, me with my own assessment, minim data. Even though we are building some data. With my personal assessment, I'm looking about 67% by close of season.
67% win for
Asumedu.
For Asumedu.
Yes, MPP candidate.
All right. Ora Chris Asamoah better was say anyway. Chris Asamoah, a deputy national organizer for the New Patriotic Party. Mami for three course. But okay, there's somebody already on the line. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, blah.
Yeah, me bacha wana menene kasi.
We wa odi si akafia phobia kanta.
Akafia bacha yetiu.
Eh, na jadi o la ini ana
so papa.
Ni kai mami tiao. Mami tia Dr. Brand e campo incoming flag bearer MPP. Omo po no na eba. I'm charge of Secodia, Sabia Muhammad, and I can't come with you. Bro, go yes, and somebody in the one can. Bro, put him in.
Makasa, meet you.
And go for me, Casa was in your
team. I'm about meet you. I black with you.
MDC or say, I've got your by election in the didn't tell them. You saw now say Ghana Libyan job my MPP has met 25 years. Kajan say I grow on the new papa. What is that? The sum party who depend at Tibo via the pie NDC. Because the money mama where you say they say $1 cup from Bibia cup from as a problem make us say and more yet the 5 video nana to come near take book blood the bonus brodo sa. No one says, oh, my, I'm going to do
I say, I have you, I say, first of all, hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Me bacho wana menene kasai.
Good evening, kumi kasasa
Amasama, me bacho etiu.
Kumi. Mesra Akotiafo. Ya abaye amuko akoti. Omonhwe bra ene kumi obra ye. Ghana atete ni sifo de ni famu. Nti no amon ye san ka say NDC for fan di na fa ya mu e na say omo kwa goto ama NDC so omo ntuma NPP omo ntuma asuma bi ono oba mputi na sima ya wanti na ya no oba beto ato na ya NDC for omo kata mi timi sure omo sa yema na omo asa so omo kwa on resa jata on the end kind of say dia power better.
All right.
Me change before you and about me.
Me that's pass over you so. Good evening.
Good evening.
Me ba cho radio bi be my radio no for mama wa bro.
Okay.
Me ba cho dini baby akasa free.
So Isaac Akosua.
Okay, Isaac Akosua en patro it you.
Patro it say there.
Adom papa.
And let me call NDC side. No. Me went NPP side or. But near or Tihono. Well, we really finish the Kaka, or so a chairman. No work in the side, or a chairman.
Me ba cho an yan koso, yan yan ntem e breti an.
Yes, na chairman. Na wo ba betina. National international radio sister. Na wo kasete. Yema obi enum 100 cities near party won't do one call. I will party ni ya na so will party ni say as a chairman.
Na no credit that's asem no credit say it me can asem no credit.
Mata asem no credit wo ho so ayefe the way na omo kata no enti na ma nipa bebre pe Canadian adem. No oma schools. Amo your program no so we invite no e. Enu no bi nka.
Okay, me that was
or find one program no di battle mo ko campaign wo no and it will be hunka.
All right, brother Tiame, yeah, the news ba why o chira nyame adoma e be share show no so. Hello, good evening. Bacho wani.
Good evening. Free for name ka African Tamanto.
Hey, free fa me bacho yiti.
Wa for me gina so na ka di news e yeah. Woni ejuma pa ye bo man da na ko po joma nya sami ajinkese.
Amen.
Ami cha Dr. Brother Champo. On ne be to Frank MPP na fe to be nyina to sha. No bilia medi ya kakrebu wo frɛ deputy no say omo aba MPP for na bo mo ban wo say ade na o de bo o ban ya so mkuta the true na say abrekuma no apart for na ko bo that police go ko bo ban so no mkuta bibia and so mo ko bo ban omo de ko bo ban ya omo ehwe ya ne ma sa ko me ma bo ne ko so e do ni fan so bo no ban ya o kwa anya gan ele nya sika ni we nkwa ne de bo ho ban woni wo so bo no ban say de be obi amaye boni na si abrekuma ni bi emu e tu di fa ko ba so wo be bo no oni ni ma de ko dia bo no ban
me da say hey the video growing where was your for a hand brand my primary jumedi na si ali ya ko 1 minute.
Well, the American Chakotia for Nani said, woman her party were by moon, NDC and a white by moon. NDC MP and a bit me anante ako, Jubilee House, and the President Mahama could do come. Now, what come how you na actual mama, you're finished saying, President Mahama directive, I'm on how you like to try. Now, Okotana, Echo Tuma, opposition MPDR. Yes, you don't want development in your constituency. Semester. The President Mahama said he already set it almost everywhere in Ghana. No, woman busy any day and so almost so. Now the bet me found so ama ABS asu almost so a MPP NDC MP. Semester woman say woman to aba no ye boom 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 ema lawyer. Ono na no ate a wo vision wo betimi aboa mampuntu abakutia.
Wait a minute now, say, but quickly, Mammy go like Mrs. said me be friend lawyer. Chama,
sometimes, yeah, I got here, I watch him. I go for you, need a yeah, quite NDC for the Kumi. Titi Kumiama Kumidia, how your potential we NDC. A Titi Kumimonia potential about where we come some Jeffinism. Ni lawyer. Oh, now NDC, ni crowd NDC now to Obama lawyer. We are like I said, who need that in our party no lawyer who. When I would give a couple of hours here and then oversee the committee, citing the contempt. Said that in Yanobwa, Kumi, we are of it today. Your friend of years, German County, Yana Kunyana.
May I say, Ebusia for your friend Koblab, which aka Prof on behalf of the team, led by Bright Entry, Patrick, Jeremiah, and school fees. I would want to say a big thank you to my guests over here. Chairman Kwesi Poku Tama, West Constituency Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, and my good brother Ali, would want to say we are grateful for your time. Tomorrow we are back here between 2:30 and 5:30 for God and Country. Up next, you had Hot Bite News.